Tonight, we'll journey together through the serene wisdom of Zen Buddhism, a path often called the religion of no religion, where truth unfolds not in dogmas, but in the quiet of your own heart. Picture a moonlit path winding through a bamboo grove, its slender stalks swaying under a silver sky, their shadows dancing like fleeting thoughts on the soft earth. The air is cool, scented with damp moss and the faint whisper of night-blooming jasmine, each breath grounding you in this tranquil moment. As you walk, notice how the moonlight shifts, never fixed, a gentle reminder that all things, your joys, your fears, this very breath, pass like clouds across the moon. Before you settle into a comfortable position, take a breath and, if it feels right for you, consider supporting this channel with a like and subscription. I'd love to know where you're listening from. Share in the comments below, connecting us across this vast, beautiful world. Now, let your body become heavy against whatever is supporting you. Take one deep breath with me now, and as you exhale, know that you've just taken the first step on a journey that has been waiting for you since the beginning of time. Imagine a wanderer named Taro, his cloak worn thin from years of roaming ancient Japan's winding trails, seeking a truth to still his restless mind. One moonlit night, he pauses on this path, the bamboo rustling softly, and feels the weight of his identity, his name, his past, his ambitions, pressing like a heavy satchel. Exhausted, he sits on a mossy stone, whispering, "Who am I?" Beneath all this striving, a Zen monk, Sumi, emerges from the shadows, her robes blending with the night, her eyes gleaming like the moon's reflection. "What burdens you?" she asks. Taro replies, "I seek myself, but find only questions." Sumi points to the moonlight on the path, its glow shifting with the breeze. "Is the light separate from the moon?" she asks. Taro gazes, seeing the light dance, inseparable yet fluid. "No," he murmurs. Sumi hands him a bamboo leaf, cool and smooth. "Yourself is like this light, ever present, yet not fixed. Let go of the I and walk freely." Taro holds the leaf, feeling its lightness, and walks the path, his sense of self dissolving like mist. The night feels vast, his heart unburdened. That evening, he dreams of a moon that shines without a name, waking with a quiet joy in simply being. The Buddha taught, there is no self. All phenomena are empty of inherent existence. This Zen principle of anatta, no self, reveals that what you call I is a fleeting construct, a collection of thoughts, feelings, and experiences, like ripples on a pond with no fixed center. Some traditions believe this emptiness requires deep meditation to realize, while others see it as a truth glimpsed in everyday moments of letting go. Sumi's lesson to Taro reflects this. The moonlight, like your true nature, is boundless, not confined to a separate self. Its dance a reminder of freedom beyond ego. What does this teaching offer you? Taro's burden mirrors the mind's clinging to a fixed identity. Your roles, your achievements, your fears, each a thread weaving the illusion of a solid I, like a shadow mistaken for the body. The bamboo path, lit by shifting moonlight, is like anatta. It shows that you are not a static self, but a flow of moments, ever changing yet whole, like a river without banks. Zen suggests that suffering arises when you grasp this illusion, defining yourself by fleeting labels, like trying to hold moonlight in your hands. Sumi's bamboo leaf, light yet alive, reveals that releasing the ego's grip unveils a spacious freedom, your essence as vast as the night sky. Her shadowy presence, merging with the grove, embodies a life beyond self, each step a dance with the moment, like a breeze through the bamboo. The jasmine's scent, weaving through the air, mirrors your capacity to live without clinging, each breath a chance to dissolve the I. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize rigorous inquiry to see no self, others, the intuitive release of identity in daily life. Both paths lead to the same moonlit grove. Freedom lies in letting go, like light flowing from the moon. As you rest here, let your breath be the moonlight's dance, soft and unbound, illuminating this moment's quiet. Can you sense a place where you cling to I? Perhaps a role, a past regret, or a need to be seen. Notice it gently, like a shadow on the path. What sensations stir? A tightness in your chest, a flutter in your throat. Let them drift, like bamboo leaves in the breeze. You might reflect on a moment you felt defined by a label, as tarot did. What would it feel like to let it soften, to be like moonlight, free of form, no need to answer? Let the question settle, like jasmine in the air. Imagine sitting with Sumi, the bamboo leaf in your hand, its coolness grounding you. The moonlight whispers, there is no I, only this. Each breath is a chance to release, to rest in the vastness of being. As you exhale, feel your heart lighten, ready to carry this freedom into your dreams. The moonlit path's bamboo shadows fade, and now you sit on a smooth riverbank where a gentle stream flows under a canopy of ancient willows, its waters shimmering with the dawn's first light. The air is fresh, scented with wet earth and the faint sweetness of blooming reeds, each breath sinking with the river's soft murmur, a melody of ceaseless change. Sunlight dances on the surface, casting fleeting patterns, like thoughts dissolving into stillness, inviting you deeper into this moment's tranquil flow. Your body rests heavily, as if the river's steady current cradles you, each exhale a softening into the present's gentle rhythm. Picture a fisherman named Kenta, who casts nets along this river, in a village nestled among rolling hills, his days shaped by the water's unpredictable gifts. He labors tirelessly, yet his heart clings to each catch, fearing the river's whims. Abundant today, scarce tomorrow. One morning, as he mends a torn net, his frustration spills over. Why does nothing last? My work, my hopes, they slip away like water. A Zen monk, Hana, sits nearby, her robes blending with the willow's shade, her eyes tracing the river's path. She asks, does the river grieve its passing waves? Kenta watches a wave rise, then vanish, the stream unchanged. No, he replies, puzzled. Hana tosses a small pebble into the water, its ripples fading swiftly. Each wave is new, yet the river flows on, she says. Cling not to what passes, and you are free. She hands Kenta a smooth river reed, its texture light yet firm. Hold this and listen. Kenta sits, the reed in his hand, the river's song easing his need to hold fast. Hours pass, his fears softening like ripples, merging into the current. That night, he dreams of a river that carries him weightlessly, waking with a heart that trusts life's flow. The Buddha taught, all conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This Zen principle of anicca, impermanence, reveals that everything, your achievements, sorrows, even this breath, arises and fades like waves on a river. Their transience the root of both suffering and liberation. Some traditions believe impermanence requires meditative insight to fully grasp, while others see it as a truth glimpsed in life's daily changes. Hannah's lesson to Kenta reflects this. The river's waves, like all things, pass without clinging, their flow a reminder that freedom lies in embracing change, not resisting it. What does this mean for you? Kenta's clinging mirrors the heart's urge to grasp what cannot endure: a job, a relationship, a moment of joy, like trying to cup water in your hands, only to watch it slip through. The river, ever moving yet ever present, is like a Nika. It flows without pause, each wave unique, yet part of the whole, like a single breath in the vastness of your life. Zen suggests that suffering arises when you fight this flow, yearning for permanence in a world of change, like chasing a reflection on the water's surface. Hana's river reed, light yet rooted, shows that embracing impermanence frees you to live fully in each moment, its fleeting nature a gift, not a loss. Her shaded presence, attuned to the river's rhythm, embodies a life that moves with change, each step a dance with the now, like a willow bending in the breeze. The reed's gentle sway, alive with the hum of dragonflies, mirrors your capacity to let go, each breath a chance to flow with life's tides. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditation to see impermanence as truth, others the joyful acceptance of each passing moment. Both paths lead to the same riverbank. Peace arises when you flow, like water finding its way to the sea. As you rest here, let your breath be the river's wave, rising and falling, carrying this moment's calm. Can you sense a place where you cling, perhaps to a plan, a memory, or a fear of loss? Notice it gently, like a ripple on the water's surface. What sensations stir? A heaviness in your chest? A quickened pulse? Let them drift like leaves on the current. You might reflect on something you've tried to hold, as Kenta did. What would it feel like to let it pass, to trust the river's flow like a wave merging with the stream? No need to answer. Let the question settle, like sunlight on the water. Imagine sitting with Hana, the reed in your hand, its lightness grounding you. The river sings. All passes, yet all is well. Each breath is a chance to release, to rest in life's ceaseless rhythm. As you exhale, feel your heart soften, ready to carry this ease into your dreams. The river's gentle ripples fade, and now you stand in a quiet bamboo grove at twilight, where slender stalks rise tall, their leaves rustling softly under a sky fading to indigo. The air is cool, scented with the earthy dampness of bamboo and the faint tang of distant rain, each breath weaving you into the grove's serene rhythm. Fireflies begin to glow, their fleeting lights flickering like stars caught among the stalks, a delicate dance of presence and absence. Your body rests heavily, as if the bamboo's quiet strength cradles you, each exhale a surrender to this moment's boundless calm. Imagine a merchant named Soma, whose cart rattles along trade routes in ancient Japan, his days filled with bartering silks and spices for profit. Driven by ambition, he measures his worth by wealth, yet feels an inner void no coin can fill. One evening, stranded by a broken wheel in this grove, he sits frustrated, his riches useless in the gathering dusk. A Zen monk, Taro, appears, his robes worn thin, his face calm as the fireflies glow. What troubles you? Taro asks, sitting beside him. Soma replies, I have wealth, but no peace. My heart is empty. Taro points to the bamboo, its hollow stalks swaying in the breeze. Is the bamboo less for its emptiness? He asks. Soma listens, the stalk's whispers soft yet resonant. No, he murmurs. Taro hands him a bamboo shoot, its center open yet strong. Emptiness is not lack, Taro says, but space for all things. Rest in it, and peace arises. Soma holds the shoot, its lightness surprising, and sits as fireflies weave around him. The void in his heart feels less like absence, more like possibility. That night, he dreams of a bamboo flute playing a song without end, waking with a heart open to life's quiet fullness. The Buddha taught all phenomena are empty of inherent existence. This is the wisdom that liberates. This Zen principle of shunyata, emptiness, reveals that nothing possesses a fixed, independent essence. Everything is interconnected, arising and passing like clouds in an open sky. Some traditions believe emptiness is a profound truth realized through deep meditation, while others see it as a lived experience of openness in daily life. Taro's lesson to Soma reflects this. The bamboo's hollow core, like your true nature, is empty yet full of potential. Its emptiness, a source of strength, not lack. What does this mean for you? Soma, inner void, mirrors the heart. Quiet ache when you seek fulfillment in external measures, wealth, status, or achievements, mistaking them for a solid self, like chasing a mirage across a desert. The bamboo grove, whispering with life yet hollow, is like shunyata. It shows that emptiness is not barren, but spacious, a canvas for all experiences, like a sky holding both storm and starlight. Zen teaches that embracing emptiness frees you from the illusion of a separate, fixed identity, revealing a boundless freedom, like a flute's song born of its hollow core. Taro's bamboo shoot, open yet resilient, suggests that what you perceive as lack, uncertainty, loss, or unfulfilled desires is a space for growth, like a seed waiting in a fertile soil. His worn robes, blending with the dusk, embody a life of openness, each moment a note in emptiness's song, like a firefly's glow in the dark. The grove's rustling leaves, alive with the hum of night, mirror your capacity to rest in this spaciousness, each breath an invitation to let go of grasping. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative insight to realize emptiness. Others, the joyful embrace of life's open nature. Both paths lead to the same grove. Peace arises in emptiness, like a star shining in an unbound sky. As you rest here, let your breath be the bamboo's whisper, soft and open, filling this moment's quiet. Can you sense a void you fear? Perhaps a lack, an unfulfilled wish, or a sense of incompleteness. Notice it gently, like a firefly's light in the dusk. What sensations stir? A hollowness in your chest, a flutter in your hands. Let them rest, like leaves on the grove's soft earth. You might reflect on a moment you felt empty, as Soma did. What would it feel like to see that space as possibility, like a bamboo's hollow core, singing with the breeze? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like the scent of rain in the air. Imagine sitting with Taro, the bamboo shoot in your hand, its openness grounding you. The grove whispers, emptiness is freedom. You are whole. Each breath is a chance to rest in this space, to release the need to fill it. As you exhale, feel your heart expand, ready to carry this peace into your dreams. The bamboo grove's whispers fade, and now you sit by a still pond at dawn, where a single lotus flower floats, its delicate pink petals unfurling in the soft light of a rising sun. The air is warm, scented with the sweet dampness of water lilies and the faint musk of dew-soaked earth, each breath syncing with the pond's tranquil pulse. Dragonflies hover, their iridescent wings catching the light, a fleeting dance of presence that draws you deeper into this moment's serene clarity. Your body rests heavily, as if the pond's calm cradles you, each exhale softening into the quiet of now. Imagine a scholar named Yuki who lives in a village near this pond, her days spent studying scrolls to unravel life's mysteries. Brilliant but restless, she chases answers, her mind racing with questions about truth and purpose. Yet peace eludes her. One dawn, seeking solace, she walks to the pond and finds a Zen nun, Mira, sitting on a woven mat, her gaze fixed on the lotus. Yuki confesses, I study endlessly, but my thoughts are a storm. I cannot find calm. Mira points to the lotus, its petals opening slowly. What does it do? She asks. Yuki watches, the flower's stillness radiant. It blooms, she replies. Mira nods. It does not chase the sun, yet it opens. Be present, and truth unfolds. She hands Yuki a lotus bud, its petals tightly furled. Hold this, and breathe. Yuki sits, the bud cool in her hands, her breath slowing as she watches the lotus, her thoughts quiet, each moment sharp and clear, like the pond's surface reflecting the sky. The storm in her mind settles, and peace blooms within. That night, she dreams of a lotus glowing under starlight, waking with a heart anchored in the now. The Buddha taught, mindfulness is the path to the deathless. Heedlessness is the path to death. This Zen principle of sati, mindfulness, calls you to dwell fully in the present, observing each moment with clear, unwavering attention, like a mirror reflecting without judgment. Some traditions believe mindfulness requires formal meditation to train the mind, while others see it as a quality woven into every act, from breathing to listening. Mira's lesson to Yuki reflects this. The lotus, blooming without striving, embodies mindfulness, its stillness a guide to presence, like a single breath grounding you in now. What does this mean for you? Yuki's racing mind mirrors your own when caught in a storm of thoughts. Worries about tomorrow, regrets of yesterday, or endless plans. Like waves churning a calm sea, the lotus, rooted yet floating, is like sati. It rests in the moment, neither chasing nor fleeing, its petals opening to the sun without effort, like a heart open to now. Zen teaches that mindfulness transforms even ordinary moments, revealing their depth as the pond's surface holds both light and shadow. Mira's lotus bud, closed yet full of potential, shows that presence begins with a single focus, your breath, a sound, a touch. Its simplicity, a doorway to clarity, like a dewdrop reflecting the dawn. Her woven mat, grounded on the earth, embodies a life of mindful awareness, each gesture deliberate, yet natural, like a brushstroke on rice paper. The dragonfly's dance, fleeting yet precise, mirrors your capacity to notice without grasping, each moment a chance to be fully here. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize sustained meditation to cultivate focus, others, the effortless noticing of life's flow. Both paths lead to the same pond. Mindfulness is the gate to peace, like a lotus blooming in stillness. As you rest here, let your breath be the lotus's bloom, opening gently, embracing this moment's quiet. Can you sense a storm of thoughts? Perhaps a worry, a plan, or a restless urge? Notice it gently, like a ripple on the pond's surface. What sensations stir? A racing mind, a tense brow. Let them settle, like dragonflies alighting on the water. You might reflect on a moment you felt distracted, as Yuki did. What would it feel like to pause, to focus on one breath, one sensation, like the lotus opening to the sun? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like the scent of lilies in the air. Imagine sitting with Mira, the lotus bud in your hand, its coolness grounding you. The pond whispers, "Be here. You are whole." Each breath is a chance to dwell in presence, to rest in the clarity of now. As you exhale, feel your heart calm, ready to carry this awareness into your dreams. The lotus pond's serene dawn fades, and now you sit in a forest clearing at dusk, where fireflies weave glowing trails through the twilight. Their soft lights, flickering like stars, fall into earth. The air is cool, scented with pine needles, and the faint musk of damp moss, each breath syncing with the forest's quiet hum, a symphony of crickets and rustling leaves. The fireflies' dance casts a gentle glow on the surrounding trees, a fleeting interplay of light and shadow that draws you deeper into this moment's tender warmth. Your body rests heavily, as if the forest's embrace cradles you, each exhale a softening into the stillness within. Imagine a warrior named Kenta, battle-hardened and solitary, who roams the wilds of ancient Japan, his katana a constant weight at his side. Scarred by years of conflict, he harbors a deep resentment toward a rival, Taro, whose betrayal in a past skirmish cost Kenta his family's honor. One evening, seeking rest in this clearing, Kenta finds Taro slumped against a tree, wounded and feverish, his breath shallow from a recent fight. Kenta's hand grips his sword, old anger flaring, but a Zen monk, Soma, steps from the shadows, her robes dusted with pine needles, her gaze calm as the firefly's light. "Why do you hesitate?" Soma asks, kneeling by Taro to check his pulse. "He shamed me," Kenta growls, "and deserves no mercy." Soma lifts a firefly from a blade of grass, its glow steady in her palm. "Does this light choose who it shines for?" she asks. Kenta watches the firefly, its radiance impartial. Soma hands him a damp cloth. "Ease his pain and free your own." Reluctantly, Kenta kneels, pressing the cloth to Taro's brow. As fireflies swirl, Taro stirs, his eyes meeting Kenta's with gratitude, and Kenta's hatred softens, like embers cooling in the night. That night, he dreams of a battlefield lit by fireflies, where swords become lanterns, waking with a heart open to kindness. The Buddha taught, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. This Zen principle of compassion, karuna, urges you to meet suffering, yours or another's, with an open heart, dissolving division through care, like a flame warming a cold night. Some traditions believe compassion requires disciplined practice to overcome ego, while others see it as a natural response when you recognize shared humanity. Soma's lesson to Kenta reflects this. The firefly's impartial glow, like compassion, shines for all without judgment, its light a bridge across old wounds, like a river flowing past broken stones. What does this mean for you? Kenta's resentment mirrors the heart's tendency to nurture grudges, betrayals, slights, or losses, each a thorn lodging deeper with time, like a storm cloud darkening your inner sky. The fireflies, glowing without distinction, are like karuna. They offer light freely, inviting you to soften divisions with kindness, like a breeze scattering seeds across a meadow. Zen teaches that compassion begins with seeing the shared struggle beneath conflict, recognizing that all beings, like you, seek to ease their pain, like stars shining through the same night. Soma's damp cloth, simple yet vital, shows that even small acts, a kind word, a moment's care, can heal wounds, both yours and another's, like a single drop rippling across a pond. Her pine-dusted robes suggest a life unburdened by hatred, each gesture a reflection of interconnectedness, like fireflies weaving a shared light. The forest's quiet hum, alive with life, mirrors your capacity to hold both pain and kindness, each a note in life's endless song. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some focus on compassion as a meditative cultivation of love, others as an instinctive response to suffering's call. Both paths lead to the same clearing. Compassion dissolves hatred, like a firefly's glow piercing the dark. As you rest here, let your breath be the firefly's light, soft and steady, illuminating this moment's quiet. Can you sense an anger you hold? Perhaps a grudge, a hurt, or a clash unresolved. Notice it gently, like a shadow among the trees. What sensations stir? A heat in your chest, a clench in your jaw? Let them drift, like fireflies fading into the dusk. You might reflect on someone who stirred your anger, as Kenta did. What would it feel like to offer them a small kindness, even in thought, like a light shared in the dark? No need to answer. Let the question settle, like pine needles on the forest floor. Imagine sitting with Soma, the cloth in your hand, its dampness grounding you. The fireflies whisper, "Love heals, you are free." Each breath is a chance to nurture compassion, to rest in connection's gentle glow. As you exhale, feel your heart open, ready to carry this warmth into your dreams. The forest clearing's fireflies fade, and now you sit within the cool stone walls of a Zen temple at twilight, where a great bronze bell hangs in a wooden tower, its surface etched with ancient sutras that shimmer in the fading light. The air is still, scented with sandalwood incense and the faint dampness of evening mist, each breath aligning with the temple's quiet pulse. A single chime lingers in the silence, its echo dissolving like a whisper into the vastness, drawing you deeper into this moment's serene clarity. Your body rests heavily, as if the temple's stillness cradles you, each exhale a surrender to the peace within. Imagine a poet named Emmy, who lives in a nearby village, her days spent crafting verses to capture the fleeting beauty of life. Her words are vivid but restless, her mind tangled with endless revisions, seeking a perfection that feels just out of reach. One evening, seeking inspiration, she visits this temple and finds a Zen monk, Cairo, polishing the bell with slow, deliberate strokes, his movements as calm as the evening air. Emmy shares her struggle. My poems are never enough. My thoughts race, and clarity escapes me. How can I find truth in my words? Cairo strikes the bell gently, its deep tone resonating through the temple, then fading into silence. Listen, he says. Emmy hears the chime, then its echo, dissolving into a spacious stillness. What remains? Cairo asks. Nothing, Emmy replies, then pauses, feeling the silence's depth. Cairo nods. Truth lies in the pause, not the sound. Let your words ring, then rest. He hands her a small incense stick, its tip unlit. Light this and write one line. Emmy lights the incense, its smoke curling upward, and pens a single clear verse. The silence after feels vast, her mind unburdened. That night, she dreams of a bell whose silence sings louder than its chime, waking with a heart that trusts simplicity. The Buddha taught, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. This Zen principle of simplicity urges you to strip away excess, finding truth in what is essential, like a single note piercing the dusk. Some traditions believe simplicity requires disciplined minimalism through meditation, while others see it as a natural state when the mind's clutter dissolves. Kiro's lesson to Emi reflects this. The bell's echo, fading into silence, reveals that truth shines clearest in the pause, like a star unveiled by a parting cloud. What does this mean for you? Emi's tangled thoughts mirror your mind when it chases perfection. A project, a conversation, a dream, piling complexity like layers of heavy silk, obscuring what is true. The temple bell, resonant yet fleeting, is like simplicity. Its single tone carries depth without adornment, like a single breath anchoring you to now. Zen teaches that clarity emerges when you release striving, allowing each moment to be enough, like a dewdrop holding the dawn's light. Cairo's incense stick, fragile yet fragrant, shows that even the smallest act, a word, a pause, a breath, holds profound meaning when offered with presence, like a pebble rippling a still pond. His deliberate polishing embodies a life of simplicity, each movement complete in itself, like a bamboo shoot piercing the earth. The temple's silence, alive with the faint hum of distant crickets, mirrors your capacity to rest in the space between thoughts, where truth speaks softly, like a whisper in the heart. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize paring down desires through practice, others, the spontaneous beauty of the unadorned moment. Both paths lead to the same temple. Simplicity unveils peace, like a bell's echo fading into stillness. As you rest here, let your breath be the bell's silent echo, soft and spacious, resonating in this moment's quiet. Can you sense a place where your mind is cluttered? Perhaps a task overthought, a goal overwrought? Notice it gently, like incense smoke curling in the air. What sensations stir? A racing mind, a tense brow? Let them dissolve, like the chimes echo into silence. You might reflect on a moment you sought perfection, as Emi did. What would it feel like to offer one true act, a word, a gesture, and let it rest, like a bell's single tone? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like the scent of sandalwood in the dusk. Imagine sitting with Cairo, the incense in your hand, its warmth grounding you. The bell whispers, less is whole, you are clear. Each breath is a chance to simplify, to rest in the truth of now. As you exhale, feel your heart grow light, ready to carry this clarity into your dreams. The temple's silent bell fades, and now you stand in an autumnal orchard at dusk, where ancient maple trees glow with leaves of crimson and amber, drifting gently to the ground in a soft breeze. The air is crisp, scented with the sweet decay of fallen leaves and the faint tang of ripe apples, each breath weaving you into the orchard's quiet rhythms. A single leaf spirals down, its descent a tender dance, whispering of life's fleeting nature. Your body rests heavily, as if the earth's gentle embrace holds you, each exhale a release into this moment's poignant calm. Picture a gardener named Saki, who tends this orchard in a village cradled by misty hills, her hands skilled at nurturing trees through seasons of bloom and harvest. She cherishes the maples, yet each autumn, as their leaves fall, her heart aches with a familiar sorrow echoing the loss of her brother years ago in a distant war. One evening, as leaves blanket the ground, she sits beneath a maple, clutching a fallen leaf, tears tracing her cheeks. A Zen monk, Riko, approaches, her steps light as the drifting foliage, her face serene despite the gathering dusk. Why do you weep for the leaves? Riko asks, settling beside her. Saki replies, they're so beautiful, but they fade, like all I've loved. Why must suffering follow beauty? Riko lifts a leaf, its edges curled yet vibrant. Does its fall lessen its grace? She asks. Saki watches the leaf, its color undimmed. Riko places it in her hand. Suffering comes from clinging to what passes. Let the leaf fall, and your heart opens. They sit together, leaves swirling around them, and Saki's grief softens, like a river smoothing sharp stones. That night, she dreams of a maple, whose leaves become stars, waking with a heart that holds loss with gentle release. The Buddha taught, the root of suffering is attachment to what is impermanent. This Zen principle, central to the concept of dukkha, reveals that pain arises when you cling to what cannot last, people, moments, or dreams, like grasping at leaves in a storm. Some traditions view suffering as an illusion to transcend through meditation, while others see it as a teacher guiding you toward acceptance. Riko's lesson to Saki reflects this. The leaves fall, like life's losses, is not a tragedy, but a natural rhythm. Its release a path to peace, like a river flowing to the sea. What does this mean for you? Saki asks sorrow mirrors your heart's ache when you hold tightly to what must change, a loved one, a cherished time, or a hope now faded, like trying to pin a leaf to a branch. The maple's falling leaves, vibrant yet destined to drift, are like dukkha. Their impermanence is their essence, their beauty inseparable from their passing, like a song's final note lingering in silence. Zen suggests that suffering eases when you release attachment, embracing each moment's fleeting dance without demanding it stay, like a breeze carrying seeds to new soil. Riko's curled leaf, radiant in its descent, shows that even loss carries purpose, nourishing the earth as your pain can nurture wisdom, like a wound blooming into compassion. Her quiet presence, attuned to the orchard's rhythm, embodies a life free of clinging, each breath a celebration of what is. Like a star shining through dusk, the orchard's rustling leaves, alive with the scent of autumn, mirror your capacity to hold both joy and sorrow, each a thread in life's vast tapestry. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize detachment to end suffering, others, the full embrace of each transient moment with love. Both paths lead to the same orchard. Peace arises when you let go, like leaves falling to the earth. As you rest here, let your breath be the leaf's descent, soft and ungrasping, settling into this moment's quiet. Can you sense a sorrow you hold? Perhaps a loss, a regret, or a fear of change? Notice it gently, like a leaf resting in your palm. What sensations stir? A heaviness in your heart, a catch in your throat. Let them drift, like leaves scattering in the breeze. You might reflect on something you've mourned, as Saki did. What would it feel like to let it fall, to see its beauty in its passing, like a leaf nourishing the earth? No need to answer. Let the question settle, like twilight in the orchard. Imagine sitting with Riko, the leaf in your hand, its texture grounding you, the maple's whisper. Suffering passes. You are free. Each breath is a chance to release, to rest in life's gentle cycle. As you exhale, feel your heart lighten, ready to carry this acceptance into your dreams. The orchard's falling leaves drift away, and now you stand in a sunlit quarry where massive stone slabs gleam with veins of quartz, their surfaces warmed by the midday sun. The air is dry, scented with the sharp tang of cut rock and the faint dust of earth, each breath grounding you in the quarry's rugged rhythm. A mason's chisel clinks steadily, its sound echoing off the stone walls, a quiet pulse of creation amidst the vast silence. Your body rests heavily, as if the stone's enduring weight anchors you. Each exhale a softening into this moment's solid calm. Imagine a mason named Jiro who works in this quarry near a bustling town in ancient Japan, his hands calloused from shaping blocks for temples and homes. He labors with skill, yet feels unfulfilled, comparing his toil to the poets whose words seem to carry greater meaning. One afternoon, as he chips at a stubborn slab, his frustration spills over. I work endlessly, but my stones are forgotten. Why does my effort matter? A Zen monk, Toshi, pauses nearby, his robes dusted with quarry grit, his eyes tracing the stone's grain. What drives your chisel? Toshi asks, picking up a rough fragment. Jiro replies, to build something lasting, but it feels pointless. Toshi holds the fragment to the light, its quartz glinting. Does the stone seek fame? He asks. Jiro shakes his head. Toshi hands him the chisel. Strike once, with your whole heart. Jiro focuses, the chisel biting cleanly into the stone, the act complete in itself. Did the stroke raise a temple? Toshi asks. No, Jiro says, but it was enough. Toshi nods. Each act is whole, needing no reward. Jiro resumes his work, each strike a quiet offering, his heart lighter. That night, he dreams of a stone that holds the world's weight, waking with a renewed sense of purpose. The Buddha taught, do not be attached to the fruits of your actions. This Zen principle, rooted in karma yoga, urges you to act with full effort while releasing desire for outcomes, finding freedom in the act itself, like a river flowing without seeking the sea. Some traditions believe this non-attachment purifies the mind through selfless service, while others see it as a way to live fully in each moment's truth. Toshi's lesson to Jiro reflects this. The stone's grain, shaped by unseen forces, needs no applause to be complete. Its value lies in the mason's honest strike, like a breath taken with presence. What does this mean for you? Jiro's frustration mirrors your mind when it measures worth by results, praise, success, or recognition, like a builder seeking a monument in every stone. The quarry's slabs, enduring yet unmarked, are like your actions. Each is whole, shaped by countless conditions, its purpose not in the temple it forms, but in the truth of its making, like a single step on a path without end. Zen teaches that attachment to outcomes creates suffering, pulling you from the present into a future you cannot control, like chasing a shadow across the ground. Toshi's stone fragment, rough yet radiant, shows that even small efforts carry depth when done with presence, their unseen strength a foundation for life's unseen temples. His grit-dusted robes embody a life unburdened by ambition, each act a quiet offering, like a pebble polished by a stream. The quarry's clinking chisel, steady amidst silence, mirrors your capacity to work with focus, each moment a chance to act without grasping. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize disciplined action to release ego, others, the spontaneous joy of effort for its own sake. Both paths lead to the same quarry. Peace arises when you act for the act, like a chisel meeting stone. As you rest here, let your breath be the chisel's strike, steady and true, shaping this moment's quiet. Can you sense a place where you seek reward? Perhaps a task tied to approval, a goal measured by others' eyes? Notice it gently, like dust settling in the sunlight. What sensations stir? A racing pulse? A heavy chest? Let them rest, like stones in the quarry's silence. You might reflect on a moment you felt your effort was small, as Jiro did. What would it feel like to offer it fully, letting the outcome drift like quarry dust? No need to answer. Let the question settle, like the scent of earth in the air. Imagine standing with Toshi, the chisel in your hand, its weight grounding you. The stone whispers, "Your act is enough." Each breath is a chance to work with presence, to rest in effort's quiet dignity. As you exhale, feel your heart lighten, ready to carry this freedom into your dreams. The quarry's steady chisel fades, and now you walk a winding path through a shadowed forest at dusk, where ancient cedars tower, their branches cloaked in mist that swirls like fleeting dreams. A single paper lantern glows softly ahead, its warm light cutting through the fog, casting a gentle halo on the mossy ground. The air is cool, scented with cedar bark and the faint dampness of evening dew, each breath steadying you in this moment's quiet mystery. Owls hoot softly, their calls echoing through the trees, guiding your steps along the unseen trail. Your body rests heavily, as if the forest's stillness cradles you, each exhale a surrender to trust. Imagine a child named Mio, no older than 9, who lives in a village at the forest's edge. Her days filled with wonder, but shadowed by fear of the dark. One evening, sent to fetch healing herbs from a hermit's hut deep in the woods, she strays as twilight deepens, the path vanishing in the fog. Her heart races, the shadows twisting into threats, and she clutches her basket, frozen. A lantern's glow flickers through the trees, and a Zen monk, Saki, appears, her face calm as moonlight, her lantern steady. "Why do you tremble?" Saki asks, holding the light high. "I'm lost," Mio whispers, "and the dark hides the way." Saki kneels, her eyes kind. "The lantern lights one step," she says. "Trust it," and the path appears. She hands Mio a small cedar twig, its scent sharp and grounding. "Breathe this and walk." Mio grips the twig, inhaling deeply, and follows the lantern's glow, each step revealing the path. Saki walks beside her, silent but present, until the hermit's hut emerges. Mio's fear has dissolved, replaced by a quiet courage. That night, she dreams of a path lit by countless lanterns, waking with a heart that trusts the unseen. The Buddha taught, "Be a lamp unto yourself." This Zen principle of self-reliance urges you to trust your inner wisdom, finding guidance within even when the way is unclear, like a lantern in the dark. Some traditions believe this requires rigorous self-inquiry through meditation, while others see it as a natural trust in your innate Buddha nature, always present like a hidden flame. Saki's lesson to Mio reflects this. The lantern's light, like your intuition, shines just enough for the next step. Its glow a reminder of the strength you carry within, like a star piercing the night. What does this mean for you? Mio's fear mirrors your heart's unease when faced with uncertainty, a new challenge, an unclear decision, or a future shrouded in shadow, like a path lost in fog. The forest's darkness, dense yet alive, is like doubt, yet the path exists, revealed by each trusting step, like a river carving through stone. Zen teaches that self-reliance is not isolation, but a quiet faith in your inner light, a guide as steady as your breath, like a lantern held high in the dusk. Saki's cedar twig, small yet fragrant, shows that simple anchors, a moment's pause, a deep breath, can steady you when fear arises. Its scent, a reminder of life's enduring pulse. Her calm presence, merging with the forest's rhythm, embodies a life guided by inner clarity, each step a testament to trust. Like a star navigating the night, the owl's distant calls, soft yet clear, mirror your capacity to listen to your heart's quiet voice, guiding you through the unknown, like a compass in a storm. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditation to uncover your inner lamp, others, the courage to act despite doubt. Both paths lead to the same forest. Trust in yourself lights the way, like a lantern's glow in darkness. As you rest here, let your breath be the lantern's light, soft yet unwavering, illuminating this moment's path. Can you sense a place of uncertainty, perhaps a choice, a fear of the unknown? Notice it gently, like mist curling through the cedars. What sensations stir? A racing heart? A tense grip? Let them settle, like dew on the moss. You might reflect on a time you felt lost, as Mio did. What small nudge, a feeling, a breath, guided you forward, even faintly? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like an owl's call in the dark. Imagine walking with Saki, the cedar twig in your hand, its scent grounding you. The lantern whispers, trust your light, you are enough. Each breath is a chance to step forward, to rest in your inner wisdom. As you exhale, feel your heart calm, ready to carry this trust into your dreams. The forest's lantern-lit path fades, and now you sit in a sunlit courtyard where an ancient loom stands beneath a blossoming cherry tree, its wooden frame weathered by time. Threads of emerald, saffron, and deep blue hang in orderly rows, catching the light like a woven dawn, their colors vibrant against the soft hum of bees in the pink petals above. The air is warm, scented with cherry blossoms and the faint musk of wool, each breath weaving you into the courtyard's tranquil rhythm. A single broken thread sways in the breeze, a quiet reminder of life's delicate connections. Your body rests heavily, as if the loom's steady presence anchors you, each exhale a softening into this moment's intricate calm. Imagine a weaver named Aiko, renowned in her riverside village for tapestries that mirror the sky's fleeting hues. Her skill is unmatched, yet she feels alone, believing her work is hers alone, separate from the world's rhythm. One morning, as she weaves a new design, a vital thread snaps, unraveling hours of effort. In despair, Aiko slumps by the loom, her heart heavy with failure. A Zen monk, Haru, enters the courtyard, his sandals soft on the stone path, his eyes tracing the tapestry's pattern. Why do you grieve the thread? He asks, his voice gentle as the falling petals. Aiko replies, this break ruins my work. It's worthless now. Haru lifts the broken thread, its end glinting in the sunlight. Is the tapestry only this strand? He asks. Aiko gazes at the weave, its countless threads interlaced. Haru guides her hand to knot the thread, blending the flaw into the pattern. Each thread depends on others, he says, as you depend on the sheep, the dye, the rain. Nothing is alone. Aiko weaves again, seeing her work as part of a vast web, her heart opening to connection. That night, she dreams of a tapestry stretching to the stars, each thread a life, waking with a heart woven into the world's fabric. The Buddha taught, nothing exists independently. Everything arises in dependence on other things. This Zen principle of pratitya samutpada, dependent origination, reveals that all phenomena are interconnected, a web of causes and conditions, like threads in a boundless tapestry. Some traditions view this as a metaphysical truth explored through meditation, while others see it as a practical guide to living harmoniously. Haru's lesson to Aiko reflects this. The broken thread, like any moment, gains meaning through its ties to the whole, its flaw a reminder of life's shared weave, like a single wave inseparable from the ocean. What does this mean for you? Aiko's sense of isolation mirrors your heart's illusion of separateness, seeing your joys, struggles, or creations as yours alone, like a single thread cut from the cloth. The loom's interwoven strands, each reliant on others, are like praditya samutpada. Your breath depends on the air, your happiness on others' kindness, your pain on unseen causes, like a tree rooted in a forest's embrace. Zen teaches that recognizing this interconnectedness dissolves loneliness, revealing your place in a living web, like a note harmonizing in a vast song. Haru's knotted thread, imperfect yet essential, shows that even your flaws are part of the pattern, contributing to the whole, like a scar adding depth to a face. His quiet presence, framed by cherry blossoms, embodies a life attuned to this truth, each act a thread in the world's fabric, like a ripple spreading across a pond. The bees hum, weaving through the petals, mirrors your capacity to see every moment as connected, each breath a stitch in life's endless design. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize tracing causes through meditation, others, the intuitive seeing of oneness in daily acts. Both paths lead to the same courtyard. You are not separate, like a thread in a tapestry of all things. As you rest here, let your breath be a thread, weaving through the fabric of this moment, linked to all that is. Can you sense a place where you feel alone? Perhaps a challenge, a moment of disconnection. Notice it gently, like the broken thread swaying in the breeze. What sensations stir? A weight in your chest? Flutter in your hands? Let them rest like petals on the stone path. You might reflect on a moment you felt isolated as Aiko did. What would it feel like to see it as one thread among many tied to the world's weave? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like the hum of bees in the air. Imagine sitting with Haru, the loom before you, its threads grounding you. The cherry tree whispers, all is one, you are whole. Each breath is a chance to rest in this web, to trust its unseen design. As you exhale, feel your heart open, ready to carry this unity into your dreams. The courtyard's woven threads fade, and now you sit by a tranquil lake at sunrise, its glassy surface reflecting a golden sky streaked with wisps of cloud. A single pebble drops into the water, sending delicate ripples outward, merging with the lake's gentle pulse. The air is fresh, scented with morning dew and the faint sweetness of blooming lotuses along the shore, each breath sinking with the ripple's silent dance. Herons glide low, their wings brushing the mist, a fleeting grace that draws you deeper into this moment's serene interconnectedness. Your body rests heavily, as if the lake's calm cradles you, each exhale a softening into the quiet flow of now. Picture a monk named Taro, young and introspective, who resides in a Zen monastery near this lake, his days filled with meditation and study. He grapples with the weight of his actions, puzzled by how his choices, kind or careless, yield unforeseen consequences. One sunrise, seeking clarity, he walks to the lake and finds a Zen nun, Kima, sitting on a flat stone, her gaze fixed on the water's surface. Taro shares his concern. I strive to act wisely, but my deeds ripple into unintended harm. A word misspoken, a gesture misunderstood. How can I know their true impact? Kima tosses a pebble into the lake, its ripples spreading far. Where does the ripple begin? She asks. Taro points to the pebble's entry. And before that? Kima presses. Your hand? The stones fall? The lake's stillness? Taro falters, seeing the chain of causes. Kima smiles. Each act is woven with countless conditions. Intend with care and trust the flow. She hands Taro a small, smooth pebble, its weight cool and grounding. Drop it and observe. Taro lets it fall, watching the ripples blend with others, their patterns vast and unknowable. His need for control softens, like mist lifting from the water. That night, he dreams of a lake where every ripple sings a karmic song, waking with a heart that trusts the unseen web. The Buddha taught, all phenomena arise from causes and conditions, and these too are subject to cause and effect. This Zen principle of karma reveals that every action, thought, and word is a ripple in an intricate web shaped by and shaping countless factors, like a single breath stirring the air. Some traditions view karma as a moral law governing rebirth, while others see it as a call to mindful action in the present moment. Kima's lesson to Taro reflects this. The pebble's ripple, like your choices, is neither isolated nor final, but part of a boundless flow, its impact woven into life's vast tapestry, like a thread in an endless weave. What does this mean for you? Taro, as uncertainty mirrors your mind, a struggle to predict or control the outcomes of your actions. A kind word ignored, a mistake amplified, or a choice echoing in unexpected ways, like trying to trace a single ripple to its source. The lake's ever widening ripples are like karma. Your deeds are threads in a web far larger than your sight, shaped by past conditions and shaping future ones. Like a seed sprouting in unseen soil, Zen teaches that understanding karma fosters humility and mindfulness, freeing you from the illusion of mastery while honoring your role in the web. Like a star's light touching distant shores, Kima's pebble, small yet significant, shows that even minor acts ripple outward, their effects often hidden but real, like roots nourishing a tree's unseen branches. Her serene presence, attuned to the lake's rhythm, embodies a life of mindful intention, each gesture a conscious ripple, like a breeze shaping a dune. The heron's graceful glide, fleeting yet precise, mirrors your capacity to act with care, trusting the web's unseen flow, like a dancer moving with the music's pulse. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some focus on karma's long arc across lifetimes, others, its immediate impact in this moment. Both paths lead to the same lake. Your actions matter, not because you control their ripples, but because you are part of their song. As you rest here, let your breath be the pebble's ripple, soft and spreading, touching the edges of this moment. Can you sense an action you've questioned? Perhaps a deed gone awry, a choice with unforeseen ends. Notice it gently, like a ripple fading on the water. What sensations stir? A knot in your stomach, a warmth in your chest. Let them flow, like herons gliding over the mist. You might reflect on a moment you tried to control, as Taro did. What would it feel like to see it as one ripple among many, shaped by countless causes? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like the scent of lotuses in the air. Imagine sitting with Kima, the pebble in your hand, its coolness grounding you. The lake whispers, act with care, trust the flow. Each breath is a chance to move with intention, to rest in life's karmic dance. As you exhale, feel your heart lighten, ready to carry this trust into your dreams. The lake's karmic ripples fade, and now you stand on a misty riverbank at dawn, where a solitary heron stands poised in shallow water, its slender neck arched, wings still as it watches the current. The river glimmers with the first light of day, its gentle flow weaving through reeds that sway in the cool breeze. The air is fresh, scented with wet moss and the faint tang of river clay, each breath sinking with the heron's unwavering focus, a silent hymn to presence. A soft fog curls over the water, catching the sunrise in hues of rose and gold, inviting you deeper into this moment's tranquil clarity. Your body rests heavily, as if the river's steady pulse cradles you, each exhale a softening into the stillness of now. Imagine a hunter named Kenta, who stalks game along this river in a village nestled in a forested valley, his bow always ready, his senses sharp. Skilled but impatient, he often rushes his shots, driven by the need to provide for his family. Yet his haste leads to missed targets and growing frustration. One dawn, pausing to drink from the river, he notices the heron, its stillness absolute, its eyes locked on a glint in the water. Hours pass, the heron unmoving, until a fish darts near, and with a swift, graceful strike, it claims its meal, then resumes its vigil. Intrigued, Kenta seeks a Zen monk, Taro, who sits nearby, mending a straw basket with unhurried care. Why does the heron wait so long? Kenta asks. I act quickly, yet fail. Taro glances at the bird, now gliding low over the river. The heron doesn't chase, he says. It rests in the moment, acting when it's time. Your haste clouds the shot. Taro hands Kenta a single reed, its tip damp from the river. Hold this and watch. Kenta sits, the reed grounding him, his breath slowing as he mirrors the heron's focus. The world sharpens, ripples, mist, the heron's silent flight, and his impatience ebbs like a tide retreating. That night, he dreams of hunting with the heron's grace, waking with a heart attuned to patience. The Buddha taught, mindfulness is the path to the deathless. Heedlessness is the path to death. This Zen principle of sati, mindfulness, calls you to dwell fully in the present, observing each moment with clear, unwavering attention, like a flame steady in the wind. Some traditions believe mindfulness requires formal meditation to train the mind, while others see it as a quality woven into every act, from walking to breathing. Taro's lesson to Kenta reflects this. The heron's stillness, like mindful awareness, is alert yet unforced, acting only when the moment is ripe, its presence a guide to clarity, like a mirror reflecting the dawn. What does this mean for you? Kenta's impatience mirrors your mind when it rushes forward, driven by deadlines, desires, or fears. missing the quiet wisdom of now, like a hunter chasing shadows instead of game. The heron, poised yet relaxed, is like sati. It embodies presence, engaging fully without grasping, each movement a response to the moment's truth, like a brushstroke painting a single perfect line. Zen teaches that mindfulness transforms even the simple acts, revealing their depth as the river's flow holds both light and shadow. Tarot's reed, slender yet firm, shows that presence begins with a single focus, a breath, a sound, a touch. Its simplicity, a doorway to peace, like a dewdrop catching the sunrise. His unhurried basket weaving embodies a life of mindful attention, each motion deliberate yet natural, like a river shaping its banks over time. The fog's gentle curl, alive with the hum of waking birds, mirrors your capacity to rest in the moment, each breath a chance to be fully here. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize sustained meditation to cultivate focus, others the effortless noticing of life's rhythm. Both paths lead to the same riverbank. Mindfulness is the key to peace, like a heron's stillness in flight. As you rest here, let your breath be the heron's gaze, steady and clear, resting on this moment's quiet. Can you sense a place where you rush? Perhaps a task, a worry, a need to act? Notice it gently, like mist drifting over the river. What sensations stir? A racing pulse? A tense jaw? Let them settle, like reeds in the breeze. You might reflect on a moment you moved too quickly, as Kenta did. What would it feel like to pause, to wait with the heron's patience, letting the moment guide you? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like a leaf on the current. Imagine sitting with Taro, the reed in your hand, its dampness grounding you. The heron whispers, "Be still, be here." Each breath is a chance to dwell in presence, to release the urge to chase. As you exhale, feel your heart calm, ready to carry this clarity into your dreams. The riverbank's heron fades, and now you stand on a windswept cliff at dusk, overlooking a vast plain where clouds drift across a sky painted in hues of lavender and gold, their shadows gliding over endless fields of swaying grass. The air is cool, scented with wild sage, and the faint promise of evening rain, each breath syncing with the clouds' slow, unhurried dance. A distant hawk soars, its wings cutting silently through the twilight, a fleeting silhouette against the boundless horizon, drawing you deeper into this moment's serene release. Your body rests heavily, as if the cliff's ancient stone cradles you. Each exhale, a softening into the quiet expanse of now. Picture a widow named Hana, who lives in a village below this cliff, her days shadowed by grief since her husband's death 3 winters past. She tends a small herb garden, but her heart clings to memories of him, each one a bittersweet ache she fears losing. One evening, seeking solace, she climbs to the cliff and finds a Zen monk, Sumi, sitting on a weathered rock, her gaze lost in the cloud's gentle drift. Hana sits nearby, her voice trembling. "I cannot let go of my sorrow," she says. "It's all I have left of him." Sumi points to a cloud, its edges dissolving into the twilight. "Does it suffer as it fades?" she asks. Hana watches the cloud stretch, then vanish, revealing a star. "No," she replies, her breath catching. Sumi nods, her eyes soft. "Grief is like the cloud, real, yet passing. Release it, and the sky remains." She hands Hana a small, smooth stone, warm from the day's sun. "Feel this, and breathe." Hana clutches the stone, her breath slowing as she watches the clouds, her sorrow loosening like mist in the wind. They sit as stars emerge, the sky vast and untroubled, and Hana feels a spaciousness within, her heart lighter. That night, she dreams of her husband smiling under a starlit sky, waking with a heart that holds love without clinging. The Buddha taught, let go of the past, let go of the future, let go of the present, and cross over to the farther shore. This Zen principle of non attachment invites you to release clinging, even to grief, to find freedom in life's ever changing flow, like a river merging with the sea. Some traditions believe letting go requires disciplined meditation to untangle desires, while others see it as a natural unfolding when you rest in awareness. Sumi's lesson to Hana reflects this. The clouds drift, like grief, reveals the sky's enduring vastness, its impermanence a path to peace, like a leaf falling to nourish the earth. What does this mean for you? Hana-esque grief mirrors your heart, its tendency to hold tightly to what is gone, a loved one, a lost opportunity, or a cherished moment, as if grasping could halt its passing, like trying to cage a cloud. The sky's boundless expanse, embracing each cloud's coming and going, is like non-attachment. It allows life to flow without resistance, its beauty in its openness, like a song fading into silence. Zen suggests that letting go is not loss, but liberation, freeing you to live fully in the now, like a hawk soaring without chains. Sumi's sun-warmed stone, solid yet transient, shows that even sorrow can be held gently and released, its weight real but not eternal, like a shadow shrinking in starlight. Her quiet presence, one with the cliff's stillness, embodies a life free of clinging, each breath a return to the present, like a star emerging at dusk. The plain's swaying grass, alive with the hum of night, mirrors your capacity to hold both pain and release, each a part of life's ceaseless dance. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize cutting attachments through insight, others embracing each moment's passing with love. Both paths lead to the same cliff. Freedom comes when you let go, like clouds drifting across an endless sky. As you rest here, let your breath be the cloud's gentle drift, soft and unbound, gliding through this moment's vastness. Can you sense a sorrow you cling to? Perhaps a loss, a regret, or a fear of letting go? Notice it gently, like a cloud crossing the horizon. What sensations stir? A heaviness in your heart, a tightness in your throat. Let them float, like mist dissolving in the starlight. You might reflect on something you've held tightly, as Hana did. What would it feel like to release it, to let it pass like a cloud, revealing the sky within? No need to answer. Let the question settle, like sage on the breeze. Imagine sitting with Sumi, the stone in your hand, its warmth grounding you. The sky whispers, let go. You are boundless. Each breath is a chance to release, to rest in life's open embrace. As you exhale, feel your heart expand, ready to carry this freedom into your dreams. The cliff's drifting clouds fade, and now you sit in a sunlit pottery shed where golden beams stream through a bamboo window, illuminating a clay-dusted wheel and shelves lined with earthen vessels. The air is warm, scented with the rich, damp tang of wet clay and the faint sweetness of drying lavender hung from the rafters, each breath grounding you in the shed's quiet craft. A shattered clay bowl lies in fragments on the stone floor, its shards catching the light like scattered stars, a silent testament to creation's fragile beauty. Your body rests heavily, as if the clay's earthy weight anchors you. Each exhale a softening into this moment's tender stillness. Imagine an artisan named Kumi, whose skilled hands shape clay into bowls for her village's temple, each piece a meditation on balance. She pursues perfection, discarding any work with the slightest flaw, her heart heavy with self-criticism. One morning, as she molds a new bowl, it cracks under her touch, the clay collapsing. In frustration, she sweeps it to the floor, where it shatters. A Zen monk, Hana, enters the shed, her robes flecked with morning dew, her gaze soft as the light on the shards. Why cast these aside? Hana asks, kneeling to pick up a fragment with a faint green glaze. Kumi replies, it's broken, imperfect, unworthy. Hana holds the shard to the sunlight, its edge glinting. Is a cracked stone less a mountain? She asks. Kumi hesitates, watching the shards glow. Hana gathers the pieces, showing Kumi how to mend them with gold lacquer, the cracks forming radiant veins. Its flaws are its story, Hana says. So too with you. Kumi mends the bowl, its golden seams shimmering, and sets it proudly on the shelf, her heart eased. That night, she dreams of a field where shattered bowls bloom like lotuses, waking with a heart that cherishes imperfection. The Buddha taught, all conditioned things are subject to decay. Strive on with diligence. This Zen principle, often tied to wabi-sabi, embraces imperfection as a natural part of existence, finding beauty in what is transient and incomplete, like a cracked bowl mended with gold. Some traditions view imperfection as a reminder to transcend attachment to form, while others see it as a celebration of life's raw authenticity. Hana's lesson to Kumi reflects this. The shattered bowl, like your flaws, is not a failure, but a canvas for beauty. Its cracks a map of resilience, like a river etched into stone. What does this mean for you? Kumi's pursuit of perfection mirrors your mind's tendency to reject what falls short, your work, your appearance, your choices, judging them against an unattainable ideal, like seeking a flawless reflection in a rippling stream. The bowl's golden veins, radiant in their imperfection, are like wabi-sabi. They show that your scars, mistakes, and quirks are not flaws, but brushstrokes in a unique design, like a tree's knots adding character to its grain. Zen teaches that embracing imperfection frees you from the weight of ideals, revealing beauty in the ordinary, like a weathered path worn by countless steps. Hana's lacquer, binding shards into wholeness, suggests that your flaws, when honored, become strengths, like a wound healing into wisdom. Her dew-flecked robes embody a life that cherishes the imperfect, each moment a fleeting masterpiece, like a lavender sprig drying in the sun. The shed's warm light, dusting the clay, mirrors your capacity to see yourself with kindness, each breath a chance to mend with gold. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some focus on detachment from ideals to see reality clearly, others, the aesthetic embrace of life's transient forms. Both paths lead to the same shed. Beauty lies in accepting what is, like a bowl cracked yet whole. As you rest here, let your breath be the lacquer's flow, gentle and mending, weaving this moment's quiet. Can you sense a flaw you've rejected? Perhaps a perceived weakness, a past error, or an unmet goal? Notice it gently, like a shard glinting on the floor. What sensations stir? A knot in your stomach, flush in your cheeks. Let them rest, like clay dust in the light. You might reflect on something you've deemed imperfect, as Kumi did. What would it feel like to mend it with gold? To see its cracks as part of your beauty, like veins in a sacred vessel. No need to answer. Let the question drift, like lavender scent in the air. Imagine sitting with Hana, the shard in your hand, its coolness grounding you. The bowl whispers, "Your flaws are your grace." Each breath is a chance to embrace yourself, to rest in life's imperfect splendor. As you exhale, feel your heart open, ready to carry this acceptance into your dreams. The pottery sheds golden light fades, and now you stand on a weathered wooden bridge spanning a calm river, its waters reflecting a twilight sky streaked with hues of violet and amber. The air is cool, scented with the fresh tang of river mist and the faint sweetness of blooming honeysuckle along the banks, each breath syncing with the river's gentle flow. Willow branches sway, their leaves brushing the water's surface, a soft reminder of life's fluid grace. Your body rests heavily, as if the bridge's sturdy planks anchor you, each exhale a release into this moment's serene harmony. Imagine a traveler named Soma, a messenger in ancient Japan who carries letters across rugged trails, his heart scarred by a bitter feud. Years ago, a rival messenger, Riku, spread lies that cost Soma his reputation and family's trust, leaving a wound that festers like a hidden thorn. One twilight, crossing this bridge with a satchel of messages, Soma spots Riku stranded mid-span, his foot caught in a broken plank, his face pale with pain. Soma's first instinct is to pass by, his anger flaring, but a Zen monk, Kana, appears, her staff tapping softly on the wood, her eyes calm as the river below. "Why do you pause?" Kana asks, her voice steady. "He ruined me," Soma replies, his jaw tight. Kana gazes at the water, its flow unbroken. "The river holds no grudges, yet carries all who cross," she says. "Free your heart." Soma hesitates, then steps forward, prying the plank to free Riku's foot. As they work, the twilight deepens, the river mirroring their silhouettes, and Soma's resentment dissolves, like silt settling in still waters. Riku murmurs thanks, his eyes meeting Soma's, and a weight lifts from Soma's chest. That night, he dreams of a bridge, linking not just shores, but souls, waking with a heart softened by forgiveness. The Buddha taught, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. This Zen principle of forgiveness urges you to release resentment, not for the offender's sake, but for your own liberation, like dropping a coal to soothe your hand. Some traditions believe forgiveness is a gradual practice of compassion, while others see it as a swift choice to let go. Kana's lesson to Soma reflects this. Freeing Riku liberated Soma from his own anger. The bridge, a symbol of crossing over pain to peace, like a lotus rising from mud. What does this mean for you? Soma's grudge mirrors your heart's tendency to harbor old hurts, betrayals, slights, or wounds that burn like coals, scorching your inner calm like a storm cloud darkening a clear skies. The wooden bridge, worn yet steadfast, is like forgiveness. It requires courage to cross, but it spans the divide between pain and healing, like a river flowing past jagged rocks. Zen teaches that forgiving does not mean condoning harm or erasing lessons. It means releasing the burden of resentment, allowing your heart to breathe, like a willow, bending without breaking. Kana's staff, simple yet grounding, shows that forgiveness is a choice made in the moment, like a single step across the bridge, its impact rippling outward. Her calm presence, mirrored by the river's stillness, embodies a life unburdened by hatred, each gesture a ripple of peace, like a pebble's waves in water. The honeysuckle's scent, weaving through the twilight, mirrors your capacity to offer forgiveness, its sweetness softening even the sharpest pain, like a balm on a wound. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some focus on forgiveness as a meditative release of ego, others as an active choice to restore harmony. Both paths lead to the same bridge. Letting go cools the heart like rain on a smoldering fire. As you rest here, let your breath be the river's gentle flow, steady and cleansing, carrying this moment's peace. Can you sense an anger you hold? Perhaps a betrayal, a wound unhealed, or a slight that stings? Notice it gently, like a ripple, disturbing the water's calm. What sensations stir? A heat in your chest? A clench in your hands? Let them settle, like leaves on the river's surface. You might reflect on someone who hurt you, as Soma did. What would it feel like to drop that coal? To cross the bridge with a single act of kindness, even in thought? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like honeysuckle on the breeze. Imagine standing with Kana, the bridge beneath you, its wood grounding you. The river whispers, "Forgive," and you are free. Each breath is a chance to release, to rest in forgiveness's gentle embrace. As you exhale, feel your heart lighten, ready to carry this healing into your dreams. The bridge's calm waters fade, and now you stand in a wild meadow at dusk, where a solitary oak tree rises, its gnarled branches swaying beneath a sky heavy with storm clouds. Thunder rumbles softly, the air thick with the scent of rain-soaked grass and the sharp tang of approaching lightning, each breath grounding you in the meadow's untamed pulse. A gust sweeps through, bending the oak's limbs, yet its roots hold firm, a quiet testament to enduring strength. Your body rests heavily, as if the earth's deep embrace anchors you. Each exhale a release into this moment's resilient calm. Imagine a farmer named Taro, who tends fields in a village nestled in this meadow, his life woven with cycles of planting and harvest. Diligent but fearful, he dreads the storms that threaten his crops, each tempest a reminder of his fragile livelihood. One evening, as clouds gather, Taro seeks shelter under the oak, his hands rough from toil, his heart heavy with worry. "Why must I face such uncertainty?" he mutters, eyeing the darkening sky. A Zen monk, Riko, approaches, her cloak fluttering in the wind, her face serene as the storm's eye. "Why fear the gale?" she asks, touching the oak's rugged bark. Taro replies, "It could destroy all I've worked for." Riko traces a root, deep and unyielding. "Does the oak fight the storm?" she asks. Taro notices the tree bending, its branches yielding but unbroken. "No," he says. Riko hands him an acorn, small, yet solid. "Its strength is in yielding, rooted deep. So too with you." Taro holds the acorn, planting it beside the oak as rain begins to fall, the act grounding him. They stand together, the storm's roar softening, and Taro's fear eases, like clouds parting for starlight. That night, he dreams of fields that sway but endure, waking with a heart fortified by resilience. The Buddha taught, just as a solid rock is not shaken by the storm, even so, the wise are not affected by praise or blame. This Zen principle of resilience, virya, invites you to cultivate inner strength, flexible yet unshakable, like an oak weathering a tempest. Some traditions believe resilience grows through disciplined practice to steady the mind, while others see it as a natural quality when fear is released. Rico's lesson to Taro reflects this. The oak's roots, like your resolve, hold firm by bending with the storm. It's yielding a strength deeper than resistance, like a river carving through stone. What does this mean for you? Taro's fear mirrors your heart's unease when life feels precarious, a job at risk, a health challenge, or an uncertain future, like a storm threatening to uproot your plans. The oak, swaying yet standing, is like virya. Its resilience lies in flexibility, adapting to the wind while rooted in the earth, like a kite soaring because it bends. Zen teaches that true strength is not rigid defiance, but a willingness to flow with change, grounded in the presence unshakable now, like a star steady amidst swirling clouds. Rico's acorn, a seed of potential, shows that even small acts of trust, persisting, waiting, hoping, build resilience. Its promise hidden but certain, like dawn behind the rain. Her wind-tossed cloak embodies a life unafraid of chaos, each step a testament to inner calm, like a flame unmoved by the gale. The meadow's grasses, bending yet unbroken, mirror your capacity to face life's storms. Each challenge a chance to deepen your roots, like a tree growing stronger through seasons. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize resilience as a disciplined stand against adversity, others as a gentle surrender to life's flow. Both paths lead to the same meadow. Strength blossoms when you yield, like an oak enduring the storm. As you rest here, let your breath be the oak's roots, deep and steady, anchoring you in this moment's earth. Can you sense a storm you fear? Perhaps a challenge, a loss, or an unknown path ahead? Notice it gently, like thunder rolling in the distance. What sensations stir? A racing heart, a tense grip? Let them sway like branches in the wind. You might reflect on a time you felt unsteady, as Taro did. What would it feel like to bend with it, to trust your roots to hold? Like the oak in the tempest, no need to answer. Let the question settle, like rain on the grass. Imagine standing with Rico, the acorn in your hand, its weight grounding you. The oak whispers, "You are strong, you will endure." Each breath is a chance to root deeper, to rest in life's wild rhythm. As you exhale, feel your heart steady, ready to carry this resilience into your dreams. The meadow's storm-swept oak fades, and now you sit within a small wooden hut at dusk, where a single candle burns on a low table, its golden flame casting flickering shadows across weathered walls. The air is warm, scented with melted beeswax and the faint earthiness of a straw mat, each breath slowing to match the candle's gentle glow. The flame trembles, its light dimming as the wax nears its end, a quiet reminder of life's fleeting dance. Your body rests heavily, as if the hut's simplicity cradles you, each exhale a softening into this moment's intimate stillness. Imagine an elder named Aiko, revered in her village for her gentle wisdom, now frail and nearing the end of her days. Her hands tremble, but her eyes hold a radiant calm, reflecting a life well lived. One evening, a young villager, Cairo, visits the hut, his face shadowed with fear. "I dread aging," he confesses, "and death haunts me. How do you face it without fear?" Aiko smiles, her gaze resting on the candle, its flame steady despite its waning wax. "Watch," she says. Kiro observes as the light holds firm, illuminating the hut even as the candle shrinks. "Does the flame fear its end?" Aiko asks. Kiro shakes his head, mesmerized. "It shines until it fades," she says, "whole in each moment. So too with life. Be here, and death is but a breath. She hands Kiro an unlit candle, its wick pristine. Light this tomorrow and live. They sit in silence, the flame's warmth on their faces, and Cairo's fear softens like a knot untying. That night, he dreams of a candle merging with the stars, waking with a heart at peace with time's flow. The Buddha taught all that is born must die. Knowing this, the wise live with diligence. This Zen principle of acceptance embraces mortality as a natural rhythm, urging you to live each moment fully, like a flame giving all its light before fading. Some traditions believe acceptance of death requires meditative contemplation to dissolve fear, while others see it as a joyful surrender to life's cycle. Aiko's lesson to Kiro reflects this. The candle's fading glow, like life's end, is not a loss, but a completion, its light eternal in each moment's truth, like a star shining until dawn. What does this mean for you? Cairo's dread mirrors your heart's quiet resistance to aging or death, a universal ache to hold back time's tide, like grasping at a flame to keep it burning. The candle, glowing without regret, is like acceptance. It shines fully, untroubled by its end, like a river flowing to the sea. Zen teaches that facing mortality frees you to live authentically, each day a gift not dimmed by its brevity, like a single breath holding the infinite. Aiko's trembling hands, steady in their frailty, show that acceptance is not resignation, but a deep embrace of life. Her presence a beacon in the hut's dim glow, like a lighthouse in the dusk. The unlit candle, full of potential, suggests that each new moment is a chance to shine, honoring life's impermanence with courage, like a seed waiting for spring. The shadow's gentle dance, shifting with the flame, mirrors your capacity to hold both life and its end, each a part of the same rhythm, like waves on a shore. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditating on death to transcend fear, others living so fully that death becomes a natural step. Both paths lead to the same hut. Acceptance transforms dread into presence, like a candle's glow in the night. As you rest here, let your breath be the candle's light, soft and steady, warming this moment's quiet. Can you sense a fear of endings, perhaps of aging, loss, or your own mortality? Notice it gently, like a shadow cast by the flame. What sensations stir? A tightness in your chest, a chill in your limbs. Let them rest, like wax pooling at the candle's base. You might reflect on a moment you feared change, as Kiro did. What would it feel like to live it fully, like a flame giving all its light, untroubled by its fade? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like smoke curling upward. Imagine sitting with Aiko, the unlit candle in your hand, its smoothness grounding you. The flame whispers, each moment is eternal. You are whole. Each breath is a chance to embrace life, to rest in its fleeting beauty. As you exhale, feel your heart calm, ready to carry this acceptance into your dreams. The hut's fading candlelight softens, and now you walk a winding trail through a dense pine forest at twilight, where tall trees cast long shadows, their needles whispering in a cool evening breeze. The air is sharp, scented with pine resin and the faint dampness of forest moss, each breath sinking with the soft crunch of needles underfoot. Fireflies flicker, their golden glow weaving through the dusk, guiding your steps along the shadowed path. Your body rests heavily, as if the forest's quiet strength cradles you, each exhale a surrender to this moment's brave stillness. Imagine a youth named Taro, just 15, from a village nestled at the forest's edge. His heart brimming with ambition, but clouded by fear of failure, tasked with delivering a sacred scroll to a distant temple by nightfall. He must cross this unfamiliar trail alone, the darkness stirring his doubts. As twilight deepens, the pines loom like silent sentinels, and Taro's steps falter, his pulse quickening with visions of getting lost or failing his duty. Halfway through, he pauses, gripping the scroll, his courage wavering. A Zen monk, Sumi, appears, her lantern casting a warm glow on the path, her face serene as the fireflies dance. Why do you hesitate? She asks, her voice steady. I'm afraid, Taro admits, of failing, of the dark. Sumi lifts the lantern, its light revealing the next few steps. Fear is a shadow, she says. Step through it, and the path unfolds. She hands Taro a pine needle, its scent sharp and grounding. Breathe this, and walk. Taro inhales, clutching the needle, and takes a step, then another, the trail emerging with each stride. Sumi walks beside him, her presence a quiet anchor, until the temple's lanterns glow ahead. Taro's fear dissolves, replaced by a steady resolve. That night, he dreams of a path stretching fearlessly forward, waking with a heart bold and free. The Buddha taught, fear is born of ignorance. With understanding, fear ceases. This Zen principle of courage invites you to face the unknown with mindful awareness, seeing through the illusions that fuel fear, like a lantern piercing the night. Some traditions believe courage grows through confronting delusions in meditation, while others see it as a natural outcome of trusting the present moment. Sumi's lesson to Taro reflects this. The pine path, shadowed yet navigable, shows that fear is a passing cloud, dispelled by each mindful step, like a star shining through fog. What does this mean for you? Taro's fear mirrors your heart's hesitation when facing uncertainty, a new challenge, a risky decision, or an unknown future, like a path shrouded in dusk. The whispering pines, tall yet yielding to the breeze, are like courage. They stand firm by moving with the wind, their resilience a guide through fear's veil. Like a river finding its way around stones, Zen teaches that courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to step through it, trusting the moment's light, like a firefly glowing in the dark. Sumi's pine needle, small yet potent, shows that simple anchors, a breath, a touch, a moment's pause, can ground you when doubt arises. Its scent a reminder of life's steady pulse. Her lantern-lit presence, blending with the forest's rhythm, embodies a life unafraid of the unknown, each step a testament to inner strength. Like a star guiding through the night, the firefly's fleeting glow mirrors your capacity to find clarity in small moments, each flicker a spark of bravery, like a single note in a quiet song. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize disciplined inquiry to uproot fear, others the spontaneous trust in life's unfolding. Both paths lead to the same forest. Courage arises when you step forward, like a youth finding the way by walking. As you rest here, let your breath be the firefly's glow, soft and brave, lighting this moment's quiet. Can you sense a fear you hold? Perhaps a failure, judgment, or the unknown? Notice it gently, like a shadow among the pines. What sensations astir? A racing heart, a tense grip? Let them drift, like needles falling to the forest floor. You might reflect on a moment you felt afraid, as Tarot did. What would it feel like to take one small step, to trust the path to appear, like a lantern's light ahead? No need to answer. Let the question settle, like the breeze through the trees. Imagine walking with Sumi, the pine needle in your hand, its scent grounding you. The pines whisper, fear fades. You are bold. Each breath is a chance to move with courage, to rest in the strength of now. As you exhale, feel your heart steady, ready to carry this bravery into your dreams. The pine forest's lantern-lit path fades, and now you rest on a smooth riverbank beneath a starlit sky, where a gentle stream flows, its waters catching the silver glow of a crescent moon. The air is cool, scented with the crisp tang of river mist and the delicate sweetness of night-blooming jasmine along the shore, each breath syncing with the stream's soft murmur, a timeless lullaby. Fireflies drift above the water, their golden flickers weaving patterns like thoughts dissolving into stillness, inviting you deeper into this moment's radiant calm. Your body rests heavily, as if the river's eternal flow cradles you, each exhale a softening into the boundless presence of now. Picture a sage named Aiko, who lives in a simple hut by this stream, her long life devoted to quiet contemplation, her wisdom sought by villagers seeking peace. Despite her serenity, Aiko harbors a subtle restlessness, a faint urge to grasp a final truth to complete her journey. One starlit night, she walks to the stream, her heart yearning for closure. There, she finds a Zen monk, Taro, seated on a mossy stone, his gaze reflecting the moon's light on the water. Aiko speaks, her voice soft but earnest. I've sought peace for years, yet part of me still searches for something more. Where is the truth I seek? Taro points to the stream, its flow steady under the stars. Does it seek its own song? He asks. Aiko listens to the water's murmur, constant yet ever-changing. No, she replies, it simply flows. Taro nods, handing her a small, smooth river stone, its surface cool and worn. Rest in this moment, he says, and truth shines like the stars. Aiko sits, the stone grounding her breath merging with the stream's rhythm. The need to search dissolves, her heart settling into the now, vast as the night sky. That night, she dreams of a stream flowing through her soul, its stars eternal, waking with a heart fully present, at peace with being. The Buddha taught, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. This Zen principle of presence, sati, invites you to dwell fully in the now, where peace is not a destination, but your natural state, like a stream flowing without effort. Some traditions believe presence requires meditative discipline to anchor the mind, while others see it as a spontaneous return to your true nature when seeking ceases. Taro's lesson to Aiko reflects this. The stream's endless song, like peace, is always here, revealed when you stop chasing, its melody as close as your breath, like a star's light touching the earth. What does this mean for you? Aiko's restlessness mirrors your heart's quiet urge to find something beyond, a deeper purpose, a lasting truth, or a perfect moment, like a wanderer seeking a shore that recedes. The starlit stream, flowing without pause, is like sati. It needs no goal to be whole, its beauty in each ripple, like a single breath holding the infinite. Zen teaches that peace is not found by adding insights or chasing ideals, but by resting in this moment, like a lotus rooted in still water. Taro's riverstone, worn smooth by countless currents, shows that the simplest anchors, your breath, the feel of your hands, return you to now, their weight a reminder of life's steady pulse, like a heartbeat in the night. His moonlit presence, one with the stream's flow, embodies a life of pure presence, each moment a homecoming, like a star returning to the sky. The firefly's fleeting glow mirrors your capacity to rest in the now, each flicker a spark of eternity, like a note in a silent symphony. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize mindfulness to still the mind, others, the effortless joy of being as you are. Both paths lead to the same stream. Peace is here, flowing like water under stars. As you rest here, let your breath be the stream's murmur, soft and ceaseless, carrying this moment's quiet. Can you sense a seeking urge, perhaps for answers, certainty, or something more? Notice it gently, like a firefly fading into the dark. What sensations stir? A flutter in your chest, a sigh in your throat? Let them drift like ripples on the water. You might reflect on a time you sought beyond the now, as Aiko did. What would it feel like to rest here, to let this moment be enough, like the stream's eternal song? No need to answer. Let the question dissolve, like moonlight on the current. Imagine sitting with taro, the river stone in your hand, its coolness grounding you. The stream whispers, "You are here. You are whole." Each breath is a chance to dwell in presence, to release the need to seek. As you exhale, feel your heart settle, ready to carry this peace into your dreams. The starlit stream's gentle murmur fades, and now you lie on a soft bed of clover in a quiet meadow, where a vast, star-filled sky arches above, its countless lights pulsing like a cosmic breath. The air is cool, scented with sweet wildflowers and the faint earthiness of dew-kissed grass, each breath slowing to match the meadow's tranquil rhythm. A soft breeze stirs the clover, whispering of eternity, as fireflies weave delicate trails among the blooms, their glow a tender echo of the stars. Your body rests heavily, as if the earth's gentle arms cradle you, each exhale a drift toward the serene embrace of sleep. Imagine a seeker named Hana, who has wandered ancient Japan's paths for decades, her heart alight with questions. Why do we exist? What is true peace? Where is the end of suffering? Exhausted from her quest, she arrives in this meadow under a sky ablaze with stars, her spirit yearning for rest. There, she finds a Zen monk, Cairo, lying on the grass, his gaze lost in the heavens, his face serene as the starlight. Hana sits beside him, her voice soft but urgent. I've sought truth in every corner, temples, forests, silence, but I'm still searching. Where is the peace I seek? Kiro points to a single star, its light unwavering. Does it seek its own glow? He asks. Hana gazes, the star's radiance, both distant and near. No, she replies. It simply shines. Kiro smiles, handing her a small, smooth pebble, cool from the night. Be as the star, he says. Rest in this moment, and peace is yours. Hana lies back, the pebble in her hand, her breath merging with the meadow's quiet. The stars seem to sing, and her searching heart stills, finding home in the now. That night, she dreams of a sky within her, its stars boundless, waking with a heart that needs no questions, only presence. The Buddha taught, in the end, only three things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. This Zen principle of mindful living invites you to embrace each moment with love, gentleness, and release, finding peace not in answers, but in being fully here, like a star shining without effort. Some traditions believe this mindful presence requires disciplined practice, while others see it as a natural state when you cease striving. Kiro's lesson to Hana reflects this. The star's light, like peace, is ever present when you stop seeking, its glow as close as your breath, as vast as the sky. What does this mean for you? Hana's endless quest mirrors your heart's quiet, longing for something more, a deeper meaning, a lasting joy, a life without pain, like a wanderer chasing a horizon that recedes. The meadows' stars, infinite yet intimate, are like mindful living. They shine without striving, their beauty in simply being, like a single breath holding the cosmos. Zen teaches that peace is not a distant prize, but your essence, revealed in the now, like a flower blooming in its own time, untroubled by tomorrow. Kiro's pebble, small yet grounding, shows that the simplest acts, breathing, feeling, resting, anchor you to this moment, their weight a reminder of life's quiet truth, like a heartbeat in the silence. His starlit presence, one with the meadow's calm, embodies a life of gentle living, each moment a love letter to existence, like a breeze caressing the grass. The firefly's fleeting trails mirror your capacity to rest in the present, each flicker a spark of eternity, like a note in a celestial song. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize disciplined mindfulness to stay present, others the effortless joy of being as you are. Both paths lead to the same meadow. Peace is here, shining like stars in your heart. As you rest here, let your breath be a star's soft pulse, gentle and slow, glowing in this moment's quiet. Can you feel a longing for more? Perhaps for meaning, certainty, or a perfect truth? Notice it gently, like a firefly fading into the dark. What sensations stir? A flutter in your chest, a sigh in your throat. Let them drift like clover swaying in the breeze. You might reflect on a time you sought beyond this moment, as Hana did. What would it feel like to rest here, to let this now be enough, like a star's unwavering light? No need to answer. Let the question dissolve, like dew in the dawn. As sleep wraps you closer, your breath grows softer. Each inhale a star, each exhale a release. Thoughts float by, clouds passing without weight. Let them go. The meadow holds you, its silence a lullaby. Carry this presence into your dreams, where stars shine within and without. End of script. May you find peace and rest.